A 1, 2, 3. Hello, my name is Scott Wilson, and today we're going to talk to you about an amazing concept called 2/1. 2/1 is a concept that builds extended chords. The 2 chord contains scale tones 2, 4, 6, which we call 9, 11, 13. So by simply placing triads over certain chords, we can actually fully extend them. Let's first talk about the minor. As I play this C minor 7 chord, we know that C minor is just this E flat major triad over C. I'm going to move this in between F and F as part of our F and F piano voicing rule if you want to review that video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask myself, what is the second scale degree of C minor? The second scale degree of C minor is the note D. So I'm going to put a D minor triad over this, and I can visualize on the keyboard the C minor with the D minor over top. Now, what that gives me is it gives me 1, 3, 5, 7, and it gives me 2, 4, 6, which is actually every note in the scale. If I move this D, F, A down here, it comes down here. And that's a Dorian mode. And you're seeing that there. Now, as I add this C minor chord, I'm just going to add the first note D, F, and A, and we're going to teach you what these extensions sound like. This is a C minor 9, and I'm just adding the D to this basic C minor 7 voicing. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. The next example that we're going to do is we're just going to show you what this F sounds like. Now the F, when I add it to this C minor, is actually the 11th. It has a tendency to suspend the sound. It's this wonderful sound here, and it's usually used in a suspended type of sound. So we're going to play something. I'm going to let the drums solo in between. How about this groove? 1, 2, shake up, boom, bam. Yeah. And that's what the F. Thanks for those extra special things in the back by Keith Wilson back there. Let's talk about the 13, this note right here. If I build the C minor chord and I put it in between F and F, right? Now I'm just going to add from this D minor chord, the 2/1, the note A in this voicing. And it really stretches the sound. Usually this has to be prepared because the sound is so different. Let's do a little example. I'm going to go to a 2 chord to a 5 altered dominant, and then you're going to see this how this A works for your C minor voicing. 2, a 3, and 4, and. And that's it right there. Excellent. So now, with jazz, we actually can use all these extensions at the same time in the minor chord. We can use D, F, and A and put them all in the voicing. And we can voice it like that in the big band or anything like that, and it creates these amazing rubs within the sound. But we can use them all, and if we're playing, these notes that are available in here, this D, F, and A, provide all of the color. I'm going to let my keyboard player Chris take over, and we're going to demonstrate some of these sounds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a solo, and anytime I hit one of these D, F, or A sounds, what I want you to do is raise your hand if you're watching the video, and you're going to tell me it's definitely an extension. Because if it's inside this sound, that's the C minor 7 chord, it's not going to sound like it's stretching it. However, if I have this, you'll raise your hand that you heard me play that note, or if I go you'll raise your hand because that's a note that's not inside the normal chord. Or if I go that's with this F, and you'll raise your hand. So at this time, I'm going to have Chris Rottmeyer come up and play the piano for you. You can see what a real piano player does, and I'm going to play a little bit on an instrument called the EVI. A 1, 2, 3.